Alright guys, Armando here, Armando's Exotic Zoo. We're gonna do part 2 of our video, getting it all set up. So here we've let it dry for the night, let it air out. You can see. And so I really like how that came out on the side there. I like the kind of marble look. We got our gold front, looks pretty nice. I pulled out the paper that was blocking the front. Now you can see inside. So what we're going to do today, we're going to put some holes in the back there where I can pull the cords through and things like that for the lighting. We're going to put the doors on, and then we'll get the inside set up and show you guys the final product. Alright, so here we are. I got this hole in the side right there. You can see the railing. That's where the lights are going to be sitting, the heat lamp and everything. The cords will come out this way. And we got doors. There's our doors. Again, not super perfect, but they're pretty cool. Right here, close up. Right here, close up. And then we got a little latch. So that's pretty cool. So our next step is setting up the inside. The outside's all done. All the sawing, everything's done. So we just set up the inside, and then we'll show you all the final product with Molly inside. Alright, so here we are in my room. I got the thing over here, the enclosure, on top of Cage's enclosure. So this in here, these river rocks, what I'm doing here is I'm setting up a drainage layer. So for my enclosures, I like to go somewhat bioactive here. So this drainage layer is going to help keep the humidity up without the substrate being all soggy. So when I spray the enclosure down, water will drain down into here and the humidity will stay underneath instead of the substrate being all soaking wet. So I got the rocks down, and I've got this thing here that we got to put in there, and then the substrate goes on top of that. So we'll keep on going and show you what it looks like as we go. Alright, so here we got the substrate in there. I sprinkled some grass seeds like I always do. You can kind of see them there. And then there's some sphagnum moss. So another part of the bioactive thing is to have plants. I don't use too many plants because the tortoises eat them and run them over anyway. So for now I use the grass seeds. Sometimes they grow, sometimes they don't, but usually they do. So it's kind of cool to have in there. They eat it and stuff like that when it does grow. So the sphagnum moss, that'll help keep humidity. So there's a little more on one side than the other. Here I always like to keep a brick underneath the heat lamp, just in case if it falls or anything, we don't have any accidents where things get melted or anything like that. And then also, like I always talk about, it keeps their legs strong. They step up onto there, keeps their legs strong. Even for the little ones, I like to have that. So yeah, we're getting pretty close to finishing it up and putting Molly in here. All we need is the lights, the food bowl, and water bowl, and the hide. It'll be all done. Alright, so here we go. Here's Ashley. Here goes Molly. That's Molly right there. Our little Indian star tortoise. Going into her new enclosure. We'll put a little bit of food there if she wants to eat it. There's her water dish. And there she goes, off to run around. One last thing about the bioactive I didn't mention is we like to keep isopods and springtails in here. So I'm not going to go too much detail about that right now. Maybe in another video. But if you know about isopods and springtails, they help as a cleanup crew. They eat up leftover food. They'll also eat the animals' poop and things like that. Just help keep things nice and clean. So right here, see, I want to make sure she's got enough room to walk through that easily. Boom. And yeah, we're pretty much done. This is the enclosure. I hope you all liked it. I hope you enjoyed it.
Like, comment, subscribe.